Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavibhiriditam kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha. The personal God Bhagavan of the Bhaktas. Sri Ramakrishna, he is explaining what this Bhagavan is. He is beyond the three gunas. He has 6 supernatural powers. What it has got to do with the Bhakta? Bhakta wants to simply love him, and he is not much interested in knowing who he is, what is he. He is sarvasva to the Bhakta. Yet, there will be in the background, yesterday we saw, there will be in the background of the Bhakta, he is supreme, he is everything, he is infinite, he has infinite powers. All this will be in the background. His personality that has originated from that background, Rupa and Swarupa, Guna from the Nirguna. From that Swarupa Jnana will be at the background, because slowly he will get absorbed in the Rupa and get dissolved in the Swarupa. It is when he is attracted by the Rupa, he enjoys the company of the Rupa, Guna, Sakara, and then when he becomes one with it, he enters the ocean, infinite, eternal ocean of the Satchidananda. So when Thakur says he is beyond 6 gunas, Ishvara, the Lord, the Bhagavan means he is beyond 6 gunas. He says, you see here, he is beyond the 3 gunas. He has 6 supernatural powers. He is beyond 3 gunas. He who is beyond 3 gunas is Bhagavan. What a beautiful expression, you see. In Bhagavad Gita also, Sri Krishna tells about this. One who contemplates on me will cross over the 3 gunas and attains me. The same expression is here. He who is beyond 3 gunas is Bhagavan. One who meditates upon Bhagavan. Bhagavan is Saguna Sakara Sarupa. And what is beyond the 3 gunas is Nirguna Nirakara. As if the Nirguna Nirakara is presenting through the Saguna Sakara, Sri Ramakrishna is bringing that into here. And this is how Sri Krishna also says, one who sees me in and through to the beyond. Mam yo avyabhicharena bhaktena. Who is avyabhicharena bhakti? One who is intimately loving God. See, without any deviation. Now, my mind may get slightly attracted towards something other than God, then it becomes vyabhichara. It's avyabhicharini bhakti. So, avyabhicharinya bhaktya, without any slightest deviation also, no other thought, no other alternative, no other options, one God and God alone. When he does like this, he will transcend the 3 gunas. See, Bhakti, I am identifying only with God. But loving that God, he is going beyond the three gunas. Sri Krishna says he transcends the three gunas and goes. He is devoted to me, totally devoted to me, means unadulterated devotion. He is offering to God devotion and he alone, God alone, whatever be his concept of God, he says, Sa Gunan Treen Atitya Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. He transcending the three gunas. Now, the guna question doesn't come when Krishna says, Yo avyabhicharinya bhaktya. When the unadulterated bhakti for me, devotion for me, will make him transcend the three gunas. Because the whom he is loving, whom he is holding on to whom he is devoted, he is beyond the three gunas. Though he is saguna, sakara, he has got gunas, he has got akara, saguna, sakara, sarupa, he has got rupa also, guna, rupa, akara, everything is there, but he is beyond the three gunas. Sattva, Rajas, Tama is not there in him. From him the three gunas originate, and in him the three gunas merge back as the absolute existence. So, a devoted to God, with the understanding that he is God. There the understanding at the background, he is supreme, he is eternal. My relationship with God is eternal. I want to be him with ever. I was with him forever. I belong to him forever. This relationship, this love, which we also in the world seek the same thing. Whom I love, I don't want to part from that person. But this world itself, my bodily existence, the whom I love, their bodily existence, everything is perishable. And as independent of body, we are always one. There is no two at all to become one. Beyond bodily existence, there are no two. There is only one existence, one reality. And bodily, we can never become one. When we are sitting together also, we are never one. When we die also, we are never one. The two bodies can never become one. Two souls cannot become one. Because there is one only, there were no two. The Atman is one, all pervading. There is no duality to become one. Only bodies are alone. Body, mind, senses, all that belongs to Prakriti are of different grades and different existence, separate existence. They can become one. No, they cannot become one. The same object at the same time, they cannot take the same place. So subtle can pervade the gross. Gross cannot pervade gross. Subtly is one, always. One cosmic mind of which we are sharing. One causal existence of which we are sharing. Multifarious world, bodily existence that will remain separate whether you are dead or alive. They can never become one. So, understanding in our mind or senses or beyond, somewhere, the antaranga, there is an understanding of eternity. We try to superimpose on some person and try to build up that relationship and continue our relationship for long, never to end. But there is nothing in this world that doesn't have an end. It has a beginning, it has an end. Whichever has beginning has an end. God neither has beginning nor has end. And so is when I love God, I forget the body altogether. In the end, I separate. Whenever I love or hold on to the world, I am intensely body. Whenever I love God or get related to God, it's beyond body. The more I hold on to God, my body awareness falls off. The more I hold on to the world, my body awareness increases. I become intensely body. I become intensely spirit. Just like You are entering into sleep, you are separating from body. Like that, when you are loving God ultimately, beyond certain limits, beyond tantra, you go enter into nidra, tantra, nidra. Like that, meditation and beyond, samadhi. In meditation, he is hanging between just like between the waking and dreaming, tantra is there. We are oscillating between the waking and dreaming. So that is, then sleep, bodily existence totally drops off. It is half. Now and then I am coming to be aware of bodily, of the world. Now I am slipping back. I am oscillating. Then when I slip back, enter into sleep, there is no body. Similarly, when I am loving God, I am meditating on God, I am praying to God with one heart, avyabhicharini, that's why he uses the term avyabhicharini. Whole your antaranga is getting associated with God. The bodily existence, you are leaving it, stretching yourself beyond the bodily limits to love God. We become intensely body, the spirit shrinks back when you hold something in the world to be loved. Whatever it is, whether it's an object or a person or anything, your own child, if you want to love your body, unless a realized soul sees the divine alone everywhere. Whether he embraces a tree, he is embracing the divine. He embraces a person, he is embracing the divine. Whether he embraces fire or water, he is embracing the divine. Bodily existence goals also, he is divine. When body is there also, he perceives divine. That is realization. So, after realization, everything is divine. But till realization, you have the difference between the spirit and the matter. The bodily existence is matter, which is the source of bondage and suffering. The spirit is eternally in the unbroken bliss of Ananda of the Atman. Atman itself is the Ananda Swarupa. You'll be entering into that Ananda Swarupa. So, as you love God, you separate and merge. So, the awareness of God with the six powers is behind in my mind, and I am otherwise there is no difference between God and a person in the world. I am loving God and my loving a person is same. If I don't see that background, I love waves. That doesn't mean I am unaware of the still waters below. It is there. I understand the water, I understand the wave. The various waves coming up, especially in the sunshine. When the early morning sun shines, the sun itself is splashing through the waters, breaking into millions of pieces with each wave. How beautiful it looks. Same is his devotion. Sunshine here is devotion. He sees the ocean also, but he wants to see various colors coming up with the form, rupa, various bhavas he wants to enter. He wants to enjoy the company of personal God. But at the background, with firm existence, stands the arupa or swarupa. From rupa he enters into arupa. So, important part is avyabhicharini bhakti that makes you transcend these three gunas. The three gunas atitya treen, tan, Brahma Bhuyaya Kripati. What he becomes? Brahma Bhuyaya. To become one with the Brahman, the absolute existence, the Swarupa, to become one. What a beautiful expression you see in Bhagavad Gita. Yoma mam yaha avyabhicharena avyabhicharinya bhaktya sevate. One who sevate. Sevate means In every respect, I am working only for the welfare of God. Whatever I do in my life, seeing, thinking, feeling, acting, everything is for the good of all as God or God Himself. God, my every action must be pleasing to God. My every thought that passes through my mind must be pleasing to God. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, look at his bhava. So beautiful, Thakur used to say. See how he lives in the world, so beautiful. So the God is pleased with that. When my life, my thinking, my actions, everything become pleased to God, Bhagavat Preeti Praptyartham, to attain the love of God, I am doing this. Then it is called Sevate. I am serving Him. What is service? To make Him happy every way, to make Him comfortable every way, to remove any obstructions which he is not able to bear or tolerate. So my life, I will see that it is flawless. There is no anything of kalmasha in my mind and heart, in my actions. There are no desires behind. There is no any other intention other than pleasing love. Then I am doing seva to the Lord. When I serve Him with avyabhicharini bhakti, unadulterated love of God, then I transcend the nature. Nature means the three gunas. Three gunanetan atitya. These three gunas, transcending what happens? Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. You dive into the wave and you enter into the ocean. You dive into the rupa and you go beyond the rupa. Rupa tujhe kaise pao? Amitata lina. How can I see your rupa? I am becoming dissolved in your rupa. When I get dissolved, where is the duality? Where to see? Rupa tujhe kaise pao? Amitata lina. I get dissolved in it. So when we dissolve in it, Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. He has been made, he has entered into the transcendental time, eternal life, eternal existence, eternal relationship with the absolute existence. In whatever way, because you are free from nature, you can choose how you want to be. You want to get totally dissolved forever, you want to keep up your separateness and enjoy the bliss, whatever you want, however you want. So that is what Sri Ramakrishna is telling us. He is just giving, he is beyond the three gunas. He who is beyond the three gunas, he is Bhagavan. Just he mentioning a sutra like, why is he telling us that Bhagavan is beyond three gunas? Is because I am going to attain that state of beyond three gunas by loving him. This Sri Ramakrishna is not mentioning here. Immediately you must understand the object of my love, when the qualities of object of my love is given in the Vedas or the Brahman, he goes on explaining, because Brahman cannot be shown, Brahman cannot be conceived, Brahman cannot be cognized, Brahman cannot be perceived. I don't have any instrument by which I can transact with or know what Brahman is. So they give the science alone. It's an India, all the whole Vedas are pointing out to the something beyond. So the pointing out, you will understand what it means. So it is not the quality. Suppose he says Brahman is avyakta, nirguna, nirakara. All these it is not the qualities of Brahman, but indicators to Brahman, because there are no qualities, it is only indicator. So here the qualities given by Thakur as the possessor of 6 powers and beyond 3 gunas is something pointer. Holding on to that, I am climbing. The three, beyond three gunas, I am slowly becoming one with that object. And I am also transcending the three gunas. How you see, we don't understand the meaning, or generally I say, but many do understand, those who are in the both scriptural understanding and the sadhana. Sincerely, if you are doing sadhana, by studying also now and then little of the Upanishads and all that, then you'll be able to link, oh, Thakur told this one for the sake of this. Because one thing is, time is short, and these realized souls always speak in sutra form. A small expression which contains huge understanding behind. You see, as sadhakas, what is it I am trying to present to you? But if a realized soul want to speak to a realized soul about the realization of Sri Ramakrishna, or the gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, that would be entirely different. We won't be able to understand also. Because the same expression is coming from the infinite knowledge, and a part of it the realized souls have acquired. He is the ocean of jnana, is jnana swarupa. In the six supernatural powers, the Ishvara, Aishwaryasya Samagrasya, Viryasya Yashaha, Shri, Jnana and Vairagya. Jnana is this infinite jnana, jnana of the absolute, jnana of the relative, jnana of himself as the Lord of the universe, jnana as himself as Antaryamin, jnana of every jiva, jnana of this universe, millions times appearing and millions of times dissolving, unending. So all these knowledges he has, a realized soul, what can he know about the universe? How many times it appeared and disappeared? Or where is which jiva? How can I give mukti to which jiva? What does a realized soul also know? He knows what God is, what is this universe. He has transcended and gone beyond and dissolved in the Lord. So he becomes leaner, dissolved in God. That's all. He knows he has transcended the nature, he is mukta jiva, he has no botheration about the karma. Everything is true. But what is beyond? The knowledge of Ishvara can never be compared with even the knowledge of the realized soul. And our knowledge as normal human beings is external knowledge of the world, secular knowledge. Where is spiritual knowledge? Where is the secular knowledge? We call people scientists, engineers, doctors and all. We honor them, but it has no value when it comes to the life, human life and existence. Existence is beyond what we can understand or what even a realized soul can understand. So he becomes Sarvagnya, means he has known gold. He doesn't know how many varieties of ornaments are there, how many of decking the gems are there, what all beautification can be done. Nothing is known always. So this is what we see here, the Ramakrishna giving the exact understanding of the Lord. Love, love, love. Intimately love. Forget yourself, forget this world. Make him your own. And you will see you are transcending the nature, you are transcending the three gunas, sattva, raja, tama. You are entering into the eternal relationship with God. And all this happen within a few years of sadhana. Are you able to take out from your mind all concerns of this world? Are you able to take out from your mind all the attachments to the world? Can you take out from the mind all attachments to enjoyment? Can you take out from the mind clinging to this life of earthly life of material existence? Then Now, without any delay, you will be able to transcend the entire nature and enter into the realm transcendental. This is what Sri Ramakrishna is intending. Their supreme jnana, he began with the supreme jnana, wherein the whole universe is renounced. Bodily existence is renounced. No, neti, neti, not this, not this. I want the reality, I want the reality. Throwing away everything, he is advancing. Here, holding, embracing everything, he is proceeding. One is path of renunciation, other is path of love. What shall I renounce when God is pervading everything and God has become everything? And the one, he has to, now their God whom he is loving, himself is directing. There till the Atma Jnana and Atma, the inner self becomes the guiding force. Guru has to Guru sustains to some extent, but the rest the sadhaka has to attain through renunciation alone, tyaga alone. Whatever he has to attain, whatever he has been attaining, it is in the death field. So we are traveling now with Sri Ramakrishna from the being one with the Absolute at the latest level of the Brahma Jnana, where the whole world dissolves, being left out by the sadhaka. And unless Divine Mother or the Ishvara wishes, there are no chances of his coming back. He dissolves because like a moth who has seen fire becomes one with the fire. So also this sadhaka becomes one with the Brahman by renouncing and rejecting, discarding the universe and all things. From there we are slowly descending, holding on from Jnani to Vijnani state. In Vijnani, the total intimate relationship with the God, the supreme Vijnani who has entered into, from the brain, he has come into the heart. So his intellect, his senses, everything is merging in his heart to reappear as love of God. This transformation, this manifestation of the jnana also merging in the bhakti, and it is coming out as love. All his faculties are flowing out towards the God. I had so many skills in this world. I knew many things in the world. All that is all that is all in my own personality to become the love for God and flows. Now, I forget the world. I embrace the world and it dissolved in me. Just like the jnani dissolves himself in the object, the objects go on dissolving in the bhakta to become love. He forgets the world has dissolved into him and become bhakti for him, love for God. Similarly, his own bodily existence too slowly dissolves. He forgets himself. His bodily existence is becoming love. He is love of God is forgetting his body, dissolving himself. Only love exists and God exists. His existence is dissolved and is flowing as love now. So Ramakrishna is bringing us from the one hand to the other hand, pervading all the internal experiences, one by one, showing the various aspects of God. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.